What is happening, guys? Welcome to another video. My name is Yousef MAY, and today we're going to be talking about the difference between investing and trading and all you need to know about the difference between the two, so you know what kind of an investor or a trader you are, and that's just going to make it easy for everyone. And I need to make this explanation because of the stock market has been a little bit more volatile than ever, and the prices of a couple of stocks that are recommended came down just a little bit. So I want to make sure you know exactly what type of trader you are. Either you are a trader or you are an investor, and the less you need to be worried about your stock. So today I'm going to go into a depth of understanding the difference between the two, and I'm going to explain to you one by one so it can be easier for you to understand the stock market. Within the past few days, I received a couple of comments from you guys saying that Xenex came down. What do you think about Xenex? Should we buy it? Should we hold it? Should we sell it? And I noticed that a lot of you guys made the mistake of thinking that I told you guys to basically buy it now, hold it for a few days, and the stock is gonna go up and you're gonna make a ton of money and you're gonna get rich. Well, unfortunately, I have to break it to you that that's not the case. And I tried to reply to the most of the comments as I posted that video so far, and I have to keep explaining to people that not everything is long-term investment and not everything is a short-term investment. So the difference between the two that I need to explain this to you guys is, first, let's talk about trader. So if you like to buy a stock and sell it in the same day or in few hours or in few days, then you would be more of a trader. You don't really specifically care what the company does of the stock, of the shares of the company that you're buying. You don't really care what they're doing. All you're doing is taking advantage of that stock being volatile, either coming down or it's going up. You're taking advantage of that volatility to make money, basically buy the swing. And that could be done in the same day, in a couple of hours, in a day, or maybe a couple of days, but you're not really holding that stock for long term. And that's what's called trader. And traders are mostly, they work on the charts, they work on the graphs, they work on the lines to make sure they see the sign, confirmation, and all the little details in order to buy and sell the same stock in the same day or within few days. And that makes you a trader. It's completely different from someone who's an investor, even though you're buying and selling and trading stocks. So you have to realize that not all the stocks that I recommend in my channel are basically good for trading, especially day trading or even a short-term trading, just because a lot of the companies you don't see much of a difference, especially if you like to see much of a growth. You're not going to see that much of a profit unless you put that money in there as a long-term investment. So as soon as you realize the fact that not everything is a short-term investment, yes, sometimes there's companies like Novavax, like Tesla, like some of these companies that they have a huge swing in matter of days or a week, and those you can buy and sell quickly, try to make a profit out of it. But you have to realize that being a trader has a lot of risk. I don't want to say it's not possible, but I have to warn you that a lot of people lose money in it, and it's not an easy task. You have to be a professional in order to be able to make money. And even professionals, they don't make money every single day. There's days that they might lose money, there's days that they might gain so much, and they have to realize that basically it's not like basically investing into a company, as investing is more of you studying the fundamental of a company, you knowing what they're launching, what the company is. Look at their chart, look at their income, look at their profits, look at their basically revenue that they're basically making. So you have to know all that stuff in order to invest your money into it, and making sure that either they're gonna grow over the years, or they're gonna expand their market, or they're gonna expand their product. And sometimes it has to be that way. You have to realize that the minute you sell that stock, and if it came down and you sold it and you're negative and you're minus, the minute you sell it, it's done. There's no other things that you can do about it. But if you hold it, the chance of it going back up again and making your money is possibly still there. So a lot of the times when I'm talking about GNCA, Xenex, they're definitely not short-term investments, because a lot of the times the pharmaceutical companies, they have to go through trials, they have to make sure they come up with a new drug or vaccination or something that they're working, and sometimes it's not a magic of 1 day or 2 days, so you're not gonna see a profit of the money that you put into this stock within a year or two. So you have to realize that you have to be patient. So just like putting your money into a bank account, you only get like the best savings that I've seen so far right now. They give you 0.1% of basically APR, which is the interest that they give you your money. So in literally a year, you're gonna make $10 on maybe $10,000 worth of investing that you have just sitting in your bank account. But these stocks go up, but definitely over time rather than fluctuation that you will see right away in a crazy amount. So investor is someone who's actually studies the fundamental of a company. They know their product, know their business, know their market, and be able to invest into them in a hope of them expanding and getting bigger one day. So there's a big difference between the two. The mindset between these two is completely different. And what I suggest for you, if you are not a professional day trader, you should not put your money in a stock hoping that it's gonna go up right away and immediately. A lot of the times it takes maybe 6 months, a year, couple of quarters for a stock to see a gain, and that's what's important. If you study the company, and please don't listen to me, all the information that I give you guys is definitely for entertainment purpose. It's all my opinion. This is what I'm doing, and you're not supposed to only follow me. There is so many other great professionals that you can get guidance from, and I'm not licensed to be a professional, basically someone who can give you suggestion of what kind of stock you should be buying. But again, when you do your own research, you would be able to know a fundamental of a company, how much they're making, how much their debt is, what products they're launching, what they're going for, and their targets and their evaluation. And based on those facts, you would be able to invest into them and let your money sit for it to grow over the years. So again, please be patient. Don't try to judge a stock by a week, a month, or 2 months. Sometimes they go up. For example, Xenex, it went all the way to $29. Now it's all the way to $15. It dropped 40-50% in a matter of 2 months. But am I worried? No. Am I gonna sell my stock? Absolutely not. And I'm even buying more to average down on the stocks that I have from Xenex, just because I know the fundamentals of the company are so great that in a couple of years they're gonna make my money worth sitting in their account. And if you're so worried that the stock's gonna fluctuate too much, then you should invest your money into a bigger companies with less of a risk, just like Apple, Microsoft, Alphabet. These companies, you can invest your money into it. The return might be a little bit smaller. The risk is also a little bit smaller. But when you put into a lot of the pharmaceutical companies, of course the risk is a little bit higher. But if there's a profit, the profit also is going to be a little bit higher than the normal stocks that you would be able to buy in the stock market with much less risk. Again, I hope this video was informative for you guys. You guys learned something out of it and find out if you're really an investor or a trader. I have always been an investor just because I don't want to deal with the stress of day trading and all those swings, especially with the market now and with so many new people in the stock market just trading on their apps, that the market is so much more volatile than before. So I'd rather put my money in an account, let it sit, and take it in 5-10 years and make it a big investment. So again, hopefully you like my video. Smash the like button, follow me, hit the bell button so you get notified every time I release a new video. Hope to see you guys soon again, and like always, ciao.